Baby, I think I'm finally starting to get you. She told me through her teeth and her perfume, I never wanna see you again.
I am not the biggest YouTuber, but I did look up online that I am part of the 1% of YouTube. So only like 1% of YouTubers get past like 1,000 subscribers and get monetized. So I've hit that, which means that I'm special. Whoa, you're a YouTuber? What the I never met your species before. Like, what the video that changed everything, that finally got my channel some momentum, was my moving to Miami video. It somehow got 20K views. Bro, 20,000 people saw my face, and that shit is kind of scary, I can't lie. Going viral, it's so much stress that comes with it that people don't talk about. I got a little taste of it. I would say that's the biggest problem with being a growing content creator, because at first, people still see you as human, like when you're still small, having like no subs. But eventually, when you get to a certain amount of subscribers, it's a switch that happens where people stop seeing you as human and more as this like thing on the screen. And you start to get more hate, more people just saying belligerent, just nonsensical things to you. Like some person literally told me that I need to go back to being used to being homeless. Did I say that right? I don't even know. I guess he didn't like my video. I don't know. But that's what happens. People just say things and don't give a fuck about you, and they just don't see you as human. So that leads me to my next point: parasocial relationships. All right, so parasocial relationships. Let's talk about it. So everybody knows what it is. Basically, well, if you don't know, basically it's a relationship between someone who knows somebody and that person doesn't know the other person. So basically, YouTube. You guys see me, know me, see my life, see how I live, but I have no idea who you are. And I say that not to like be mean, but it's just the truth. Like I don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a lot of people that support and comment. Thank you guys for you, but I don't know you guys. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how YouTube works. With this kind of relationship, people really, how can I put this? You have thousands of people that know you, feel you, understand you, know your history, but you have no idea who they are. I've had people text me, DM me, and say, yo, can I move in with you? Because I'm trying to move to Miami. I see you're out there. I don't really know anybody, you know, but can I move in with you? I think it'd be cool. You know, I won't be too much of a hassle. What the fuck? Like, why would I have somebody I don't, like, who are you? Like, it's like, you could tell me anything. Like, I'm a cool guy, you know what I'm saying? I had straight A's in high school, but like, brother, I don't know. Like, people lie all the time. Like, you come in and like snatch me up. I don't fuck, like, I'm not letting a random guy move in with me. And I'm saying that not to be rude or not to like yell at it, because I'm maybe still watching, I don't know. But it's just like, I realize people really build this connection with me that I don't really see, because it's spread against thousands of people all at once. And I can't, no human on earth can control that. There's too much attention, there's too much pressure on one person. Like humans, I generally think we're not meant to be YouTubers or, you know, famous people, because low-key, let's talk about this. When you start to grow, you start to get this feeling of self-value. Like, I did this. Like, most people can't do this. And low-key, I see how some people or some YouTubers get into this superiority complex where they feel like they're on top of the world, they're the best, you know, you can't beat them or some shit. Like, I see how that happens because I low-key had a little bit of that. When I realized I was part of the 1% of all YouTubers and I got monetized and I realized most people didn't get here, I felt this sense of pride. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because like obviously what I've done is fucking crazy. Like most people don't do this. Like this is a crazy thing to do, to have people follow and actually give a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? That's hard to do. Luckily I let it go, but that sense of pride can quickly turn into stress because of my next point, the stress to perform. So when you start to grow, obviously like I said, you get prideful, blah blah blah, but you also become stressed the fuck out, because you realize you have this new audience that you have to perform for. And at first, you know what I'm saying, nobody's watching, you can kind of get away with not posting videos, there's no accountability. It comes to this point where people start commenting and start saying, yo, where are you? You haven't posted a video in a week. Yo, we've been waiting for you. Don't give up. Keep on going. We love the content. Don't stop. That type of stuff adds this level of pressure that I did not realize I was gonna have when I first started. And then you put yourself on this level of quality that you can't even perform to, because it's not realistic. Like to make a 1 out of 10 video every single time is not realistic. Or to have a full-time job, family, friends, a whole life to live, and also make videos consistently every single day not every day, every single week without missing a video is unrealistic. But you delude yourself in thinking, no, I have to do it because my audience needs me, they're there for me, I can't let them down, blah, 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 which is not, well, in a way it's kind of true. Like, you don't want to let your audience down. And I'm not trying to blame the YouTube audience because all of this comes from the audience. Because at first, like I said, you're not getting any comments, but the minute you start getting those comments, yo, your editing style, I love it. Keep up the good work. What camera do you use? Your quality is impeccable. Like, you start getting those comments, you start to raise your level of quality to the point where you can't come. That beat is hard. Holy shit, bro, it's getting so dark. Hold on, let me see if I can I like, it's like getting so dark. Okay, let me hurry up and finish this vid. It's getting dark. But let's talk about getting recognized in public. So, my first time getting recognized is kind of interesting because it happened at work. So I was on shift working, my normal 9-to-5 job, and this one guy came in and he was like, yo, are you Ty Dent? For some reason I wasn't thinking about YouTube because I never got recognized. It wasn't even a thought to me. I was like, yeah, I'm Ty Dent. And he was like, yo, do you do YouTube? And when he said that, the feeling of fear, number one, overwhelmed me, and then it was this feeling of embarrassment because keep in mind, like I said, I'm currently at my job. Like, I'm dirty, I had like stains on my shirt. And for me, I guess maybe this isn't for everybody, but for me, I couldn't help but feel embarrassed because on my channel, I try to keep, I'm dressed nice, well, presentable. But when I'm at work, like I said, I was fucking dirty, tired, hair is kind of messy. In my head, I'm thinking, yo, he's on my channel, I'm this kind of way. But then in real life, I'm like this, you know what I'm saying? And that mindset, and I managed to let it go. But at first, when I first started getting recognized, because it actually happened a couple times, I had this feeling of embarrassment. I would say everybody's biggest dream is to get recognized in public by a supporter of your music or art or whatever you do. I will say it does feel good. Like, you feel, gratitude. Like, oh my God, this person, he supports me, my art, and here he is. He's a real person. You have this awakening where you realize the things that I'm doing are reaching real people. There are people out there that are watching this. Kind of change your art in a way because at first you're not really thinking about how it's perceived by other people because you're not thinking about people. You're just posting videos that you do for fun. But then when you realize, hold on, if I post this, it can get critiqued. So let me make sure I do it right. I was so critical on everything about me. It was insane. Man, I was critiquing the way I talked, the way I dressed, the way I sat, every little thing because I didn't want to be embarrassed or have people say things bad about me. And thank God I got away from that because now I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm just here, man. I'm just Ty. Who cares? But let's talk about the second time I got recognized because that's a little bit more of an eventful story. Well, actually, for me, it was a little bit of a traumatic story. So here in Miami, there's this thing called the metro system where you can take it. It's this free, train trolley thing that you can take around the city and downtown. But I was on that after work one day, and this one guy saw me, and the same thing happened. He came up to me and said, yo, is your name Ty? And for some reason, still, I'm not thinking YouTube because at that point, that was my second time only get recognized. So I'm not thinking about YouTube. I got off of work, I'm trying to get home. But he was like, do you do YouTube? And now my worst fear has come true. Here I am, off of work, dirty again, tired, look stressed out. And here's another guy that recognizes me from my YouTube channel. But this time, it was a bit different. So the guy, when I said, yes, that's me, I'm a YouTuber, my name's Ty, blah, 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 he started freaking out, and not like crazy, but he was kind of he started getting vocal about, yo, oh my God, I can't believe you're a YouTuber. You guys are real. I can't believe it. It's you. You're a person. And again, like I said, people don't see you as a human being. They don't see you as this actual living flesh. They just see me as this robot, I guess. I don't know. But he was like, oh my God, you're a real person. And at this point, people started hearing it and started looking at me. And let me tell you one thing. I am not this extroverted guy. I might seem like I can talk a lot. I do this. But this is just for the YouTube channel. I'm sitting by you guys see, it's dark. It's getting too dark. I need to go home. But I'm sitting over here by myself in the corner. I'm not an introvert. I'm not an extrovert. I'm an introvert. So all this unwanted attention is now on me because this guy is freaking out in the metro. And if he's watching, I'm not even trying to hate or whatever. this is just how it is. You know what I'm saying? He's just freaking out and everybody's looking at me. And I will say, that feeling, people might want it. They dream of, oh, I want to get recognized and people know that I'm famous and this is who I am. But low key, it's not a good feeling because at first those same people that's now looking at me and so intrigued, they didn't give a damn about me. They were literally on their phone looking away. you know, not giving me a piece of their mind. They could care less. But the minute they heard that I was a YouTuber, here they are looking at me, oh my God, what can I get from this guy? And like I said, it's not a good feeling, because you realize all of that attention is just fake love. Like Drake said best, it's just fake love. You don't really care about me, you just care about what I can do for you or who I am, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what you realize as a growing content creator, because I've told other people on my channel, and I try not to do it now because it's always the same response. Well, it's either one or two responses. Either they don't give a fuck and they're just like, oh cool, whatever, I don't really care. Maybe if I was bigger, it'd be different. But the other response is, oh my God, you're a YouTuber? Let's be best friends. Let me know your mom. Let me get to know you. Let's be the best buds on earth. And it's like, what the fuck? No, like, I'm like, relax, you know what I'm saying? And that's happened to me numerous times. So I realized I can't even tell people about my YouTube channel, because it's always creates this different dilemma or different relationship between me and that person, because at first it could be completely organic, you know, real. We can just talk one-to-one. But the minute they find out I have a YouTube channel and I've got monetized, I'm part of the 1%. I'm gonna keep saying it because fuck you, I did it. There it is. There's their arrogance. I'm so sorry, guys. I took too long to record this video. Actually, let me I gotta get my bag and stuff. Still got the one wheel. Okay, come here. Let's go over here. Bro, how did it get so dark so fast? I could have sworn it was just broad day out. Now it's pitch black. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, getting recognized. It doesn't make me feel good or happy that you just switch up randomly. And I would say that started happening more after I got monetized and, you know, people started recognizing me and stuff, and people heard about that. That's when it started getting more like fake from other people. And then my last point, the feeling of being not a complete like tiny YouTuber where like nobody knows you, you have no followers, you're not getting paid or anything, but you're also not a big YouTuber. That feeling, what does it feel like? Honestly, it's a very confusing place to be in, because when people ask about your channel, you feel this level of embarrassment, but at the same time, pride, because as I said, you've done what most people would not do or couldn't do or whatever, but also you realize it's not something like you can brag about yet, because I'm only at 2K subscribers. I can't say like, yo, I'm a fucking YouTuber, like look at me. No, like I'm at 2K, like it's not that big of a deal. But at the same time, it's like, it is kind of. But it's this period where you don't really want to talk about your YouTube. You kind of want to keep it a secret, because like I said, it's embarrassing when people find out. Like when I'm out here recording and people come up to me, yo, you do YouTube? Like I'm still like happy to say, yeah, I do YouTube, you know, blah, 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 this is my channel. Like I'm still like happy to say it, but at the same time, because I know when they check on it, they're expecting, because I live here in Miami, obviously, a lot of content creators out here that's doing it big, you know, millions of followers. Fresh and Fit live out here. I actually met them, you know, a lot of people out here. But I know they're expecting me to have, you know, like 50,000, 100K, you know, cars, blah, 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 all of that shebang. They're expecting that, and when they don't get it, I know it's kind of this, oh, okay, well, yeah, good, cool, good for you, you know, just keep it up, buddy, you know, you'll get there one day. I know it's that sentiment from people, and for me, you know, I don't really care, but I guess I do. I'm ranting about it now. I care a little bit, tad bit, just a tad bit. But you know, it is this kind of lonely feeling because you have nobody to talk to. Being at 2K, you can't talk to anybody that's below you, because I mean, people that's there, I ain't lie, that content's kind of trash. I can't lie. But at the same time, people that's at 50K, 100K, they're already doing their thing. They have their schedules, their people, they have everything already in order. So they're not really trying to like tune in with somebody at 2K because they can't really gain anything. And I get it. But it does make all of this very lonely. And on top of that, you're stressed out from all the other stuff, the comments, and you don't really know how to handle it. That's another thing. You don't have a rule book. Nobody's teaching you anything. You're figuring all of this stuff out one by one on your own. It's kind of scary at first, you know. It's still kind of scary because you really, every step of the way is something new. Like every time you grow to another milestone, it's a new experience. Because when I first got it recognized, it was the most traumatizing event on earth. But now it's kind of like, you know, not I was like, if you recognize, like, it's still like, oh my God, I'm recognized. That's fucking crazy. But it's like, I've kind of gotten used to it. Let me go, because it is kind of getting dark, and I've been rambling for a long time. Oh, and I've been playing Oblivion Remastered. Bro, that game is fucking beautiful. And I put some mods on it. For all my nerds out there that play video games, you guys know, look, I love PC gaming because you have the freedom, the mods, cheaper games, you're not paying for online. I love PC. You know, for my nerds, you guys understand. But let me go. I gotta go home and I don't know, do stuff. Love you guys. Oh, let me do my outro. I always forget the outro. Love you guys lots. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully this made sense and you learned something or was entertained. I don't know. I kind of feel like this is all over the place. Honestly, that's how I feel about all of my videos. I feel like all of my videos are just all over the place, incoherent, don't make any sense. But you guys watch, so I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something right. But I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Love you. Peace. Oh, subscribe, like, comment, share, and all of that. Peace. Bye. Yo, this is actually real life right now. So crazy. I made this video talk about, you know, how it feels to be in a YouTuber, blah, 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 and crazy. On the way back home, I got fucking recognized again. And low-key, I should have recorded it, but it was kind of too dark, and I was on my one wheel, and she was walking away. I think maybe her daughter. I don't even know. But that's just crazy. I was insane. Insanity. I don't even know at this point. Coincidence? Like, what? What? I'm riding back. Oh, she came, I was riding back. She said, "Are you Ty?" I said, "Yeah, that's me. I watch your videos." Fuck. I said thank you, you know. I was just, it's crazy. Alright, let me go. Thanks for watching. Peace.